Damn it. Well, I don't know what time it is currently. Let me check. 8:10 a.m. Yeah, they've been hard and heavy. I tried to just capture an aircraft flying over. As I came out here this morning, there's quite the heavy rumbler that flew over, but of course, they're for the most part up over this cloud layering. Yeah, we got another one that's flying over currently. It's kind of crazy looking up in here. We're picking that up. But yeah, they're mucking up the skies, and of course, there's going to be just that much more over the next couple of days to bring about this forecasted snowfall, and which is supposed to be lake effect snow, and typically that includes accumulations. And once again, people, this is all nothing but fakery when it comes to weather. And there is so much fakery and deception, it is just disgusting anymore. And, it's just like, I am very thankful that I am non-compliant, or at least try to practice non-compliancy, especially pertaining to the real ID, because anybody is just completely nuts to fly anywhere anymore, as we have been seeing these aircraft dropping from the sky left and right. You would not catch me dead on any kind of aircraft today. But the way that they continually fly over here in the skies in Michigan, with their little operations, well, it won't be long before, something should drop here. And I don't know what this is back in here, if we're capturing that. Something is flying across here. Very small. But a lot of air activity is occurring as I speak, without much evidences to show, unfortunately. And so you also have to consider in the factor of the issue with the air traffic controllers, as well as all these false narratives about these operations not taking place, especially here in the skies over Michigan. It's just, I'm tired of all the lies and deceptions. And it's getting very disgusting even trying to post content anymore on this pathetic platform, and through these pathetic phone services that, in order to get a connection, you literally have to find a signal. Technology is not, well, it's a lie. It is not beneficial, except for those controllers. Quite disgusting. And for you content creators out there that are listed under the labeling of sky watchers, or, well, I'm a sky observer, not a sky watcher, because once again, that labeling of sky watcher has a religious context to it. But I would urge you to start focusing on that greater light as often as you can, because it is doing some really crazy things, and I do not believe in these scientific explanations. Especially that of CMEs and solar flares and no anymore. It seems as though those narratives are just cover-ups for what is really occurring and has been. This is off to our western horizon. I'm going to go to the north side of the building and we're going to take a look at what's going on. Because do you see any? Well, okay, so back here we are starting to see a little bit of the greater light, if you will. Just a little bit of a glow up. But before what I want to show disappears, I'm going to go ahead and pause this and wander. Alright, probably won't be the best of viewing, but yeah, actually there was a little bit of coloration to that back in here, and we did have more colorations earlier on today. Yeah, there's like, and it's not even picking up on this camera. But back here, what you're looking at actually has a very pale pink type of coloration to it. Okay, so now this is starting to peek through. Or shall I say, it is being allowed to come through, right? Yeah. What a waste. And, yeah, manager sees this, I don't think he's going to be none too thrilled. But then again, who really cares, right? And I'm going to go ahead and wander back up into the woods for a moment. No, no, it won't. I don't know. I've had a rough night. Not in the best of moods today, but of course, who cares? Yeah, I'm going to show this. So here we are in the woods, and I don't know how long all this has been here. I got a shovel back here. Evidently somebody left it behind or something. But anyways, all this refuse, if you will, would actually make for quite the cat castle structure, if you will. And there's, yeah. And I'd make use of it if I could, but it's hard telling if somebody is planning on or had plans on creating something out of this, as there is a pile of wood right here, so one could possibly assume that, you know, some kind of fire pit or something was in the works, or maybe this is just, you know, garbage. I don't know. I'd like to know, because yeah, I'd make use of it. This cat just, yes, buddy, followed me right on out here. Got under my feet this morning. That's what really upset me, because yeah, he ended up taking quite the roll across the ground because of getting under my feet. And but anyways, still waiting on deer to come up for a visitation. And you know, with these pumpkins that have been tossed out, it's possible that they'll eventually search those out. Alright, yes, I know, you're just wanting my attention, aren't you? Huh? Yeah, I know. Well, alright, come on, buddy. Come on. Oh, come on, Muggsy. Let's go on back up here. And a lot of cats came up this morning, and oh, now I got Xerox that's wandering out here as well. As, you know, they all want to follow me around. Come on, Xerox. Here. All right, come on. You guys, come on, China. You can come on back up here with me. Yeah, I'd like to be able to provide a much better or adequate shelter for these guys, but once again, you know, not really my property to do so, but yet nobody has posted any type of complaints other than, you know, these instigators within the apartment complex that, you know, has been conspiring against me for quite some time. But I'll just go ahead and leave it at that. What's the matter, Xerox? China, you coming back up? And we got Mamba over here. But yes, there was many cats that came up this morning, and most of them have eaten and gone on their way. This one here, yeah, getting a little bit more used to my presence, if you will. And right at my feet. Hi guys, yeah, yep. Alright. Yeah, okay, so continuing on, possibly this isn't even going to pick up very decent, but yeah, I didn't think so. Anyways, if there's anything else to be shown today, I'll try to post, but already last night's final recording of the colorations in the sky has been uploading for hours now, and yeah, and got more cats that decide to come back up. Wind's starting to pick up. But yeah, I'm quite concerned over the factor of our forecasts and these cats, but like I said, it'd be nice if I knew what that rubble was all about, because I would definitely make use of it, but then again, you know, I don't know. I guess we're done.